High above the world, touched by the whispers of the clouds, lay a hill. It was a hill of dreams, a place where the wind carried secrets and the earth held ancient wisdom. One spring, as the sun warmed the earth, 4 seeds found their way to the heart of the hill. They were seeds of different destinies, brought by the breeze and kissed by the morning dew. The first seed unfurled into a sturdy oak sapling. The second seed grew into a tall, proud pine. The third seed, smaller and quieter, became a graceful willow. The last seed, nestled amongst pebbles, grew into a strong chestnut tree. The hill embraced them, nurturing their roots with its silence and the whispers of the wind. They drank the rain, soaking in the sun's warmth. Years tumbled into decades, and the saplings grew, each touched by a different dream. The hill watched, a silent observer to their tales whispered on the wind. The first oak, strong and broad, boasted of its strength. "My roots run deep," it creaked, its voice rough with pride. "I will stand tall against any storm." The second oak, equally strong, joined the boast. "We are the mighty oaks," it proclaimed, leaves rustling, "none can surpass our strength." The pine, tall and slender, swayed in the breeze. Its needles whispered of a different pride. "I touch the sky," it murmured, looking down at the others. "The sun and the moon are my companions." The oaks scoffed at the pine's arrogance, yet they secretly envied its height. The willow, flexible and graceful, bent with the wind, its leaves shimmering like silver tears. The chestnut tree, however, stood silent. It felt the earth's embrace, the warmth of the sun and the coolness of the rain. It did not boast or compare. It simply was, its roots firmly planted in the present moment. Seasons changed, painting the hill in a tapestry of colors. The oaks, with their boisterous pride, weathered many storms. Their branches, once reaching for the sky, bore the scars of their battles. The pine, forever reaching for the heavens, remained aloof. Yet it too knew the sting of the wind's fury. The willow, yielding to each gust and gale, emerged unscathed. Its flexibility, born of its quiet acceptance, was its strength. The chestnut tree, rooted in its quiet wisdom, weathered every storm with grace. It did not fight the wind, it danced with it. The other trees watched in silent wonder. They saw the calmness in the chestnut tree's leaves, the peace in its stance, their rhythm of life. One day, a storm of unprecedented fury engulfed the hill. The wind howled like a vengeful spirit, tearing at the trees. The oaks, strong as they were, groaned under the onslaught. Their once proud branches snapped and fell. The pine, reaching for a sky now dark with fury, was ripped apart by the wind's rage. Its proud needles were scattered, lost in the storm's madness. The willow, true to its nature, bent low. The wind whipped through its branches, but it yielded, surviving the storm's wrath. The chestnut tree stood firm, its roots deep in the earth, its trunk unwavering. It swayed with the wind, accepting its fury with quiet dignity. When the storm finally subsided, the hill was a picture of devastation. The oaks lay broken, their pride shattered. The pine was no more, its arrogance swallowed by the wind. The willow, its branches now bare, slowly straightened. The chestnut tree stood tall, a beacon of strength and resilience. The storm had passed, leaving behind a silence that spoke louder than any thunder. The hill whispered its ancient wisdom, and the surviving trees listened. They had learned that true strength lay not in resistance, but in acceptance. The chestnut tree, with its quiet contentment, had weathered the storm because it had learned to bend with the wind. It had found peace not in its height or strength, but in its connection to the earth and its acceptance of the ever-changing seasons of life. The hill, forever patient, continued to whisper its tales to the wind, and the trees, their roots intertwined with the earth's wisdom, listened. They learned that humility wasn't weakness, but a quiet strength, a silent song of contentment that resonated with